So this one is our first call flow where we're going to play a welcome prompt. Then we'll check out of hour if it is. So if it is out of hour, it will play a prompt and then call will disconnect. Okay, and then if it is not out of hour, it will ask you to press 1 for IT, press 2 for insurance or any other things. Okay, and then if that guy is pressing option 1, it will transfer to IT agents queue. If that guy is pressing option 2, it will transfer to insurance agent queue. So once the call is complete, after that that call is going to disconnect. So this one is a kind of very simple call flow. So let's go and claim a phone number in Amazon Connect. Now let's go inside Amazon Connect, and under this let's go to the channels and select phone numbers. And once you have selected, just need to click on claim a number, then choose the channel type. It is going to the voice, right? So then, and here we have to select the country. Here you can see my number is claimed right now and the description is showing correctly, and the phone type is toll free, and the active channels are voice, and the contact I have not assigned anything, and the country is US right now. So in this way you can claim your first number. Similarly, if you are looking for who have changed the phone number, who brought the number, or who claimed the number, or who deleted the number, all those information you can get it inside the view historical changes like other section. Okay, so all those section you will get this option like view historical change, and you can just simply go inside it and can check all those changes. Now let's go and do our first configuration, the hour of operation. So for that we just need to go to the routing, then need to choose the hour of operation. You can see we already have 1 hour of operation, basic hour. So here we need to create another one, right? So let's go to our Excel set and check out the hour of operation name, and we have a name called sample business hour. Let's copy this one and go back to the Amazon Connect, and here I need to add the new hour of operation. Then I'll put the description as the same, and here I'm going to choose it as US Central as the time zone, and you can see the timings are something 9 to 5. So here we will change it to 24/7, right? So let me just go and make it. So once I'm done, I just need to go and click on save. So in this way you just need to change it to 24/7, and if you want to do some override configuration for holiday, that also you can do. And if you don't know how to do that, just refer our last session and you can just understand how to do those configuration. So for now I don't want to do any holiday configuration. I'll go back and do the save. And our business hour is configured now. Now let's go and do the queue configuration. Same, under the routing we have the queues option. Now let's go and create 2 call queues. One is for IT, another one is for insurance, right? Here I just need to click on add queue, and under this I have to provide the queue names, and here I will paste those name inside the description and name, and here I need to choose that hour operation that we have created like sample business hour. Okay, now scroll down and we have a specific configuration like outbound caller configuration. At this label we don't need, but if you want to do this configuration, you just need to provide the simple information. Okay, so default caller ID is something that what exact name you want to reflect on your customer's phone. Okay, so for example you are a company and you want to reflect a specific name in customer phone, so at that time you can just mention that name. But just keep in mind, in India it is not supported actually, but in case of different country, at that time it is supported. So maximum time I have not seen this name. Okay, so here default caller ID name we are going to use TG360 training, but if you want you can use your own name. And here the outbound caller ID number, what exact number you want to reflect in customer phone. Okay, so here you need to choose the phone number, and we brought a number, right? So I'm going to choose it. But if you have a dedicated phone number, if you have port into the Amazon, or if you have a different number, that also you can choose here. But just keep in mind that number should be inside the Amazon Connect. After that only you can choose it. Okay, and we have a different method as well, so we will discuss later that. So here at the first label, and here we just need to choose that number, and after that we have to search for the flow for the outbound caller flow. Okay, so here we need to choose the default outbound because we have not created any outbound caller flow, right? So we just need to choose a flow. So for now I'm just choosing default outbound caller flow. After that, outbound email configuration we don't need at this time. Then quick connect, that we have created one sample quick connect, we are going to choose that. Okay, that's it. So let's scroll up and save it. Now let me just refresh the screen. So my IT call queue is configured, and do not confuse with other queues. Basic queue is something that automatically getting created when you are creating the instance. Okay, and the sample call queue I have created it to test it out. Okay, so for now we have configured our IT call queue. Now we have to create another queue for insurance. So let's go and click on add queue. Free to add your own name. Okay, so here I'm using the same name in my description. Then hour of operation, I'm going to use the same one, sample business hour, and the default caller ID name I will choose the same number. Then the flow is default outbound. And after that, under the quick connect, we just need to choose the sample quick connect. And apart from that, I'm not going to choose anything and not going to configure anything. I'll simply do the save and refresh this page. So my both call queues are created right now, insurance call queue and IT call queue. Let's go and create the routing profile. Under the user, we have the routing profile. We want to create another one. So let's click on add routing profile, and I'll use the same name for both name and description. And here we are just configuring voice. So I will choose the voice and the default configuration I keep for cross channel concurrency. I'll scroll down, and here under the queues we have to select our first call queue, IT call queue. Okay, and here we have to choose the channel voice, then the priority one, and we are not going to give any delay. Again another queue, which is insurance call queue. Okay, similarly we are going to choose the voice, the priority will keep it as same one, and the delay is 0. Okay, at the first level of training we just need to understand we're just creating a simple call flow, right? So we're not going to configure any priority or delay or something like that. Okay, once done, after that we have default outbound queue. Here it is something for callback. Okay, so if you want you can configure. So we are going to choose a default one like IT call queue or basic or sample call queue. It's on you. So for now I'm going to choose the sample call queue. It's fine. Otherwise you can choose the IT call queue or insurance call queue. So it is something more related to the callback. If someone is requesting for the callback, at that time which queue you want to use for that callback. Okay, so for now we are not going to do anything with the callback, right? So we can just choose anyone. That's fine for now. Now let's go and save it. So our routing profile is created. So now let's go and create a user account under user management. So I'm using sample agent login name here. And here inside the setting, we'll choose our security profile as agent and the routing profile that we have created, sample routing profile. And apart from that, I'm not going to configure anything else for this agent. Let's go and save it. So you can see our agent is created and the routing profile is sample routing profile and the security profile is agent. Now let's go and configure our flows. Under the routing, we will choose flows. I'll provide the name as Tagian 360 first sample call flow. So if you remember what was our call flow, so at first we're going to play a prompt. So let's go add a prompt. Inside this, if you remember, we need to search prompt or play prompt. I'll drag it and connect our entry node. And here we're going to play a specific prompt, right? So let's go to our Excel sheet and copy our line. Welcome to Tagian 360 Training Academy. Just open the play prompt and give a name like I'll use the sample welcome prompt name, and here I will choose text to speech, and I will choose interpret as text because it is not a SSML code. I'll choose save. Then let's open the call flow again. After that, we are going to check the out of hour, right? So let's go and search hour so we can get our block directly, check hour of operation. I will drag and will connect the success and error node. Just keep in mind that I'm just searching it and I'm using the blocks. Okay, so if you want, you can just simply expand this section and you can just drag and drop, but searching is a kind of easy option. So if you want, you can just remember the name of those and you can just simply search those. Okay, so here under this check hour of operation, let's open it and give a name like hour of operation. And here I will choose the specific hour, and under this I will choose our sample business hour. Then I'll save it. Okay, so let's open it again, and uh, here you can see if it is out of hour, we are going to play a prompt and disconnect the call. Okay, so let's just drag, let's search the play prompt again. I'll keep it here, and then if it is out of hour, I will connect here. Okay, and here I will put a name like out of hour, and here I will choose the text to speech, and here I will put a message like sorry, we are not available. Okay, so let's click on save. Let's open the call flow again. So if it is out of hour, it will play a prompt and disconnect, right? So here I need to add a disconnect node. I will connect success and error node to the disconnect. Then let's open the call flow again, and here if it is no, it means like if the operation hour or under operation hour, at that time it will play a menu. So let's go and add a get customer input. I'll drag and connect our in hour here. Go to the get customer input. I'll use that name here, and below that I will choose text to speech. Okay, and I will use this. Press 1 for IT training, press 2 for insurance training. If you want, you can just simply make another line as well. Okay, that's it. Then we have two options, right? Press 1 and press 2. So for that you have to add condition. Just scroll down and click on add condition. Here we have option 1, then here we have option 2. Okay, so we just simply need to add like this 1 and 2, and the timeout time, if you want to increase, you can increase. I will increase to 10 second. Okay, then save it. You can see once I change it, it got increased, right? So those options are came out, like press, if it is press 1 or if it is press 2, those options are came. So for that you just need to add those specific queue, right? So you can see we are getting option for press 1 and press 2, and let's open our call flow again. So if it is option 1, it should go for the IT agents queue. Okay, so let's add a queue here. I will just simply search queue, and after that we have to set the working queue. If you remember that I told you at first we are setting the working queue, then we are transferring to queue, right? So I will choose set working queue, and inside it I'm going to use the same name that we are configured for our call queues. Okay, here, and then the queue I will select manually that IT call queue. Okay, I'll save it, and again I will drag set working queue because we have another call queue which is called, I'll use that name. Then I will choose the same call queue here, insurance call queue. Then I'll save it. So if it is press 1 or option 1, it is going to the IT. If it is option 2, it is going to the insurance. Okay, then for example timeout. Okay, so if that we have, if you remember, we have configured 10-second timeout, right? So if it is timeout, what exactly you want to do? Okay, so at that time if you want, you can just ask customer to try again. Okay, so for that what we exactly need to do, let me just So at that time we have to use a play prompt, right? So I will search play prompt, and here I will put that, and the timeout will use here, and inside it will mention as timed out. Then the text to speech, please try again. Okay, I'll save it. Then if it is, then I will connect this success and the error to the same menu. Okay, so what exactly I'm doing here, if it is timeout, it will play a prompt that please try again. Okay, then the both success and error node, I'm going to connect it inside the get customer input, where I'm playing the menu, press 1 for ID training, press 2 for insurance training. Okay, then for example default, by default where you want to transfer. So let's take example, by default I want to transfer to the IT call queue. And even if you want to play that prompt again, that simply you just need to connect it to the timeout as well. So it's on you if you want to transfer the by default call to the IT or insurance or to the timeout. That's on you. For now I'm transferring to the IT call queue. Then in case of error, what do you want to do? So I would say let's go for the timeout, and it will just go to same menu again. Okay, so on you. So if you want to disconnect that call or you want to play error message or something, that's on you. Okay, so it's a first level of the training, so I'm not going to complicate much. Okay, so I just wanted to make it simple. So here we have connected maximum nodes, and we have left one error here. For example, if there is an error for hour of operation, at that time what exactly you want to do. So I just wanted to disconnect that call. That also we can do. Once we have done, so let me just open the call flow again. So we have configured IT agents and configured the insurance agent. Then we have to call disconnect, right? So but just keep in mind, we are just setting the working queue. We are not transferring the call. Okay, so let me just search the queue again. Okay, and here I'm getting option transfer to queue. I will drag that to here. I'll connect the success error node of the IT call queue. Similarly for the insurance call queue. So here we are just transferring that call to queue. At first we are setting that queue, then we are transferring that call to the queue. Okay. So then after that, what exactly you want to do? So here we have a disconnect block, right? If you want, you can just simply drag that to here and utilize for others. You can just simply add another disconnect block. So for now, I'm just using the same one. I'll connect the error and the add capacity to this block. Okay. So once the call is completed, that call will disconnect. So in case you want to transfer a call, okay, to a queue, at that time you have to add the set working queue. Then you have to add this transfer to queue block. After that only that call will transfer, otherwise it will not transfer. Then we have another section called transfer to callback. So it's a kind of different topic. We have a dedicated topic for that. We'll cover at that time. So for now, just keep in mind, if you are not configuring transfer to queue, at that time call will not transfer. Okay, so we just need to choose the transfer to queue. Okay, and here if you want, you can just put a simple name like transfer to queue. So we are done right now. So let me just summarize a bit more. At first we are playing a prompt, welcome to TechGyan, then hour of operation. If it is out of hour, it will go for out of hour message, then it will disconnect that call. Okay, then it is error, it will also disconnect that call. If it is in hour, it will go for a sample menu where we are playing press 1 for IT training, press 2 for insurance training. Okay, then once done, we will transfer. If it is option 1, then we will transfer to IT call queue. If it is option 2, it will transfer to the insurance call queue. Then we will transfer that call to exact queue, IT call queue and insurance call queue. Okay, and here once the conversation is completed, then we'll disconnect the call. Then if it is timeout, then we are going to play a prompt like please try again, and the menu will play again. And the default, we are sending it to the IT call queue. And the error node, we are also sending it to the timeout. Okay, so this configuration for now we have done inside this call flow. Oh, and just go for the save first. We can just directly publish. Okay, that's not an issue. I'm just saving it first, then I'll go and publish it. Okay, my call flow is published now. So let's do our configuration. If you remember, we claimed the phone number, but we have not assigned any call flow. Okay, so let me just go to the channels again and the phone number section. Under this, I will choose my phone number. I'll scroll down. I'll search that script that we have created, right? So we have created TechGAN 360 first sample call flow. Okay, so you can just simply select like this, just search and select. Otherwise, you can simply type the name as well. So if you type, that also will reflect. So we need to choose TechGAN 360 for sample call flow. So once I'm selected, I will just click save. So it will take few seconds, and that call flow will assign to this number. Okay, so let's understand few things here. So what exactly we're doing here? So at first, if you remember, we claimed a phone number which is starting from +1 for US, right? And here we have created one routing profile, and under that we have two call queues, right? So one is for IT training, another one is for insurance training. Okay, so if someone is dialing this phone number, +1 number, okay, so it will redirect that caller to a IVR, right? And it will play a menu like press 1 for IT, press 2 for insurance. If that user is choosing option 1, it will go for the IT. If that user is choosing option 2, it will go for the insurance, right? So here we have to assign this routing profile to an agent or few agents. Okay, so what will happen under this routing profile? We have two call queue. Okay, and whoever agent is assigned to this routing profile, that call will hit to him or her. Okay, so in this way we have configured it. Now let's go and test this phone line. Welcome to TechCamp 360 Training Academy. Press 1 for IT training, press 2 for insurance training. I will choose 1. Thank you for calling. Your call is very important to us and will be answered in the order it was received. Let's go and log in our sample agent. So you can see I have logged in my sample agent in right side window. So you can see there is not much options are available inside the agent account. Okay, so let's go and click on contact control panel, CCP. I will assign my mic. Here I will go available mode. Okay, so if you remember, we have configured both of the queue, IT and the insurance. Okay, so if you are choosing option 1, it will come to this agent. Even if you are choosing option 2, at that time also it will reflect to him. Okay, so let's go and do a test call. Welcome to TechCamp 360 Training Academy. Press 1 for IT training, press 2 for insurance training. Thank you for calling. Your call is very important to us and will be answered in the order it was received. IT_call_queue. Is it test call? So you can see that my call is got connected to the agent and I was using the IT option.